Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, South Sudanese. This is Ruth Nyalel James Sky, and I'm here to respond to a serious mockery that have been said or that have been done by the Secretary General for the SPLM party. Mine is like this. Why mock South Sudanese? Why mock the civil servant? Why mock the patriotic South Sudanese that have decided to suffer for their country because they don't have real leaders? The people they have there, they are people who have just decided to eat and take care of their stomach. Those who don't even think about what is really South Sudan. Is South Sudan a company? And again, how will you call somebody that is hungry and decided to respect or to be patriotic a hero? Because you have not paid them for 1 year and they have not said anything, now they have become heroes? Is that really it? Secretary General Peter Lambos? Is that something to come and say thank you for? For them not speaking out? For them being afraid because you guys are threatening them for live bullets? You'll come and say, tell them that they're heroes. That shows that they're patriotic, or that shows that, really? And again, I thought there was people who are fighting. I thought there was the rebels in South Sudan. I just came to realize nobody is there. There's no leader. Starting from His Excellency the President, going to the deputy president, or first vice president Riek Machar. How can you people go and celebrate, call yourself, have a party, and enjoy when South Sudanese, they have not been paid for 1 year? Really? Is South Sudan a company for you and your children? What happened to the martyrs that fought for South Sudan? What happened to the people who lost their lives? What happened to those people who lost their arms? Who lost everything? The liberators who are crying. Their children have been turned to be stepping on by you elders, by the generals. Is this how South Sudan is going to take us? By South Sudanese keeping quiet, not saying anything, you come and mock them, appreciating them by not speaking out because you threat them with live bullet. Really? Yes, we have this accepted and we have understand that you have decided that South Sudan belongs to the only few, the president, the vice presidencies, and the generals. It's okay, but don't come and mock us, the South Sudanese. We are suffering. How many South Sudanese are dying in rivers because they are trying to cross rivers? How many South Sudanese are dying of ulcers because you are holding their money? How many South Sudanese are dying of cholera because you have decided to use the money for them? You see, Unity State people are dying of cholera. And that is the state that most of the money that is building South Sudan is being generated from there. The oil money. What happened to the 5% of the of the Unity State people? No. They are not dying of cholera. Even Riek Machar is not saying anything. Taban Dengai is not saying anything. And you, the president, you are not saying anything about Unity State. Are Unity States not South Sudanese? Are not part of the leadership you are having? Are they not part of your country? Instead, you are giving a speech, a Christmas speech, and you could not even come out and say something about the South Sudanese who are suffering in Unity State. Why? Why have you chosen to make your people suffer? And the money, the resources. How can the resources of South Sudan become the problem of South Sudan? So mine is to remind you or to warn you, don't come out and mock South Sudanese who have decided to keep quiet. Because they have accepted there's nobody there is for them. They are dying by themselves and they have decided to keep quiet. So don't come and mock them. The statement that have been said by Lambos, if that was really a patriotic person, he will think again that this is not what to be said. But because they just care about themselves, because you leaders, you just care about yourself. You don't care about South Sudanese. That's why he came out and say that. And there's not even one leader that have come out to revoke or have come out to tell him that whatever he said was wrong. You just continue enjoying your Christmas in President's house. Really? And to you South Sudanese, I want to remind you, if you didn't know that you are alone, today you are alone. There's no president for you. There's no vice president for you. There's no even who. You are on your own. So it's high time. Take the tools. Go back to farm. Cultivate your food and eat. Because the oil is not for you. The gold of South, all the minerals, the resources of South Sudan have become resources for individuals. It's no longer for the South Sudanese. So go back to farm. At least you have the land. Cultivate. Eat. And that is it. Until we wait. If there are those who are really patriotic for South Sudan, then there's nothing that is needed. There's no election that is needed in South Sudan. We just need to now be South Sudanese. In the same way they got South Sudan from Sudan, I think this is the same way we are going to get South Sudan from these people. Or else, I'm just here to say it's high time. Come out. How are we going to suffer? Until when? It's really too much. We can't be mocked. If you have not watched what Lambo say, go and check iRadio. I've even posted again on my page. You will see what he said. It's a serious mockery. And we cannot be mocked like people who don't know their rights. We know our rights. Even if change is expensive sometimes. So we have to fight for what God gave us. That country was given to South Sudanese, to the 64 tribes of South Sudan. It was not given to the generals alone. These leaders will come and go. But we need to remind them that they should not mock us. They should not abuse us because it's not right. Thank you.